On the day Yahweh God made the earth and the heavens, no plant or shrub had yet sprung up because Yahweh God had not caused it to rain, and there was no man to work the ground. And Yahweh God formed man from the dirt of the ground, and he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Yahweh God planted a garden in Eden, causing to sprout every tree that is pleasing to look at and good for food, with the tree of life in the middle of the garden and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Yahweh God took the man, and put him in the Garden of Eden to look after and maintain it. Yahweh God commanded the man, "From every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, you may not eat. For the day that you eat from it you will surely die." Then Yahweh God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make him a helper as counterpart." So from the dirt Yahweh God formed every animal of the field, and every bird of the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would call them. Whatever the man called them, that was its name. But no suitable helper was found for the man. Then Yahweh God caused a deep sleep to fall on the man. And while he slept, he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh in its place. And from the rib Yahweh God had taken from the man, he made a woman. He brought her to the man, and the man said, "This at last is bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She will be called woman, because she was taken out of man." And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. Now of all the animals of the field that Yahweh God had made, the snake was the most clever. He said to the woman, "Has God really said, 'You shall not eat from any tree of the garden'?" The woman said to the snake, "We may eat from the trees of the garden, but of the fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden, God said, 'Do not eat from it, and do not even touch it, or else you will die.'" The snake said to the woman, "Surely you will not die. For God knows that on the day you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like gods, knowing good and evil." The woman saw that the tree was good for food, pleasing to the eyes, and desirable for the knowledge it could give, and she took fruit from it and ate it. She gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together, and made themselves loincloths. Then they heard the sound of Yahweh God walking about in the garden in the breeze of the day. The man and his wife hid themselves from Yahweh God among the trees, and Yahweh God called to the man, "Where are you?" The man said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid myself." God said, "Who told you that you are naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you gave me, she gave me fruit of the tree, and I ate it." And Yahweh God said to the woman, "What have you done?" The woman said, "The snake convinced me, and I ate." Yahweh God said to the snake, "Because you have done this, you are cursed. On your belly you shall go, and eat dirt all the days of your life. I will put hostility between you and the woman. Her offspring will strike at your head, and you will strike at her offspring's heel." To the woman he said, "I will greatly increase your suffering during childbirth. In anguish will you bring forth children. You will desire your husband, and he will dominate you." To the man he said, "Cursed is the ground because of you. It will yield you thorns and thistles. In painful toil will you eat from it all the days of your life, until you return to the ground from which you were taken. For you are dirt, and to dirt you will return." Yahweh God made leather garments for the man and his wife, and clothed them. Then Yahweh God said, "The man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must be prevented from reaching out his hand to take from the tree of life, lest he eat from it and also live forever." So he drove the man away and stationed cherubs at the east of the Garden of Eden, and a whirling flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Yahweh God sent him away from the Garden of Eden, to till the ground from which he was taken.